Hey, good morning. It is just about time for meditation. We got like about a minute. So I'm just going to chill here for a brief period of time while people get on and find us here. And I'm going to put some links up. So if you're checking out this video after the fact, it's just about a minute until we're going to get started. So you can probably just go grab your coffee or something like that. And I'll be on it momentarily. And if you're just joining us now, then just hang out for a sec. I'll be right with you. So that's that. Hey, good morning, Ramona. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Michelle. Hey, all right, hey, we got a pretty good crew for right on the dot, 7 a.m. Good morning. All right, it is like crazy, crazy, crazy hot right now in Winooski, Vermont, and I have to turn off my AC and my fans during meditation, so that's going to be an element of all of this. Good to see everybody here today. All right, so it's right about on time. Got my yerba mate. So I'm going to get started momentarily. Sound just stopped for me. Oh, that's scary. Okay, are other people experiencing sound not happening? Back now, weird. Okay, all right, that's weird, but okay. Cool. All right, let me know if it disappears again, because I did just discover something interesting. Fun fact about sound is I was not actually using this mic for a while. It was the camera mic, and I just had this mic like decoratively on my shirt. Okay. All right. Take a moment to settle into your seat. I'm going to ring the bell to get us started, because it is already 7:01 and a half. Wherever you are, make yourself comfortable. As comfortable as you can be in your body, in your breath, in your seat. And begin to settle into all three. So if breath works for you as a focus of observation, take a couple of seconds to focus in on your breath. And notice how that's feeling for you today. Now, focusing on your breath doesn't mean ignoring everything else that's going on, but it does mean turning the volume down on it just a little bit. So even as a piece of drawing you into meditation, it's a good focus tool, because there might be a lot of other things going on for you right now. There's a lot of noises in my environment. I am warm. And so I have to take a second to turn the volume down on each of those things in order to focus on my breath a little bit. but my breath is feeling really comfortable and free this morning. So that's an easy place to rest my attention. Okay. All right, then take a second to make contact with the sensations in your body. Starting with the most obvious ones, the pressure of your seat, for me, definitely the temperature in the room is a big one. Condition of your belly right now. It's another place where you might be feeling a lot of sensation, a little bit more sensation than other places. And then a little bit of free form. So what do you notice in different parts of your body right now? What's calling out for your attention? And now that we spent a little bit of time focusing inwards and drawing the attention in, increasing the focus, and you might be beginning to feel a little bit of that meditative feeling right now, we can reintroduce the sounds in the room, the feeling of the environment from a little bit more of a mindful perspective than maybe it was a second ago. So we're still experiencing the same environment, we're still in the same place, and we're able to kind of engage with those sounds and those sensations in a more even way. So you can focus on the sounds in the room for a second, or you can focus on the feel of the air on your skin, or the chair again, but just experiencing your environment one more time from a slightly different perspective. All right, so now come back to body. We're going to go through, do a quick body scan of just the four major areas, starting with head, and just noticing what it feels like to be in your head this morning. Physical sensations associated with that, right? From your skin on your face and the back of your head and the back of your neck, to the inside of your mouth and the inside of your nose. Feelings around your eyes. Inside where your brain is. Just getting a general snapshot of the experience of being in your head today. Setting aside the judgment of good, bad, positive, negative, just getting a sense. All right, then travel down next area of the body from your throat to your diaphragm, including your shoulders and arms. Just a quick snapshot here. How does your breath feel in the lungs today? How do your arms feel? How do your shoulders feel? How's your back feel? And then move on. Go moving to belly area. Again, just quick snapshot. Have you already eaten? Are you hungry? Is there movement there today, or is it still? And then move on down to the base. So hips, pelvis, genitals, legs, feet. It's the general experience of being in the base of your body today. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go back through, but this time, since this week what we've been focusing on in meditation is the aspects of your experience that maybe aren't your favorite, right? So parts of your experience that you just wish weren't there, okay? And sometimes they're very, very present and maybe the main thing in your awareness. You know, if you have an itch that you can't scratch, I actually do have an itch right now, I'm going to scratch it because I can. Yeah, that's way better. Or if you have a pain in your body or a thought that keeps occurring to you or a worry, right? Something like that. And sometimes it's not at all at the forefront of your attention, but it's somewhere back there nagging at you a little bit. And so what we're focusing on this week in particular is the perspective or the approach that you want to take to those things that you wish would just go away. Sometimes they're small enough to just ignore and you could pretend they're not even there, right? And so we both want to acknowledge their existence without making them the whole world, right? And want to have a kind of a loving tolerance for them without trying to make ourselves believe that we just wish this was always the case or that we are really happy about it, right? So it's okay to have things in your life that you don't want, you don't like, wish they weren't there. Okay to have all those things. But often that doesn't make it go away. And sometimes we don't have a ton of control over that. And so we need a certain amount of acceptance. And when we start to dig into a lot of that, you know, it's acceptance for really like a lot of what we are, you know. So there's big parts of ourselves, you know, depending on your own approach to yourself, that you might not be particularly enamored with, or didn't ask for, didn't want, and yet it's been with you for a long time. You know, for a lot of people, it could be like a part of your body that you just don't really like, or don't think is, you know, how you want it to be, or the sound of your own voice, or it could be a personality trait, you know. Could be something that you wish you were better at. Right? Or it could be something way simpler than that, something as simple as like an itch that you just scratched and is still itching you. And you're realizing that, you know, scratching isn't going to do it. It might be temporarily helpful, but it's not going to get rid of the problem. and that you're just going to be a little bit itchy right there for a little while. As simple as that. All right, so we're going to look back at each of those spaces, and this time acknowledging both the parts that we really like about that experience and the parts that we maybe don't like as much, but accepting both as being our experience for this morning. All right, so coming back to head, from the top of your head to the throat. All right, we already did the snapshot, so you can kind of just go right back to that pattern and then just experience that and notice what are you enjoying about that and what are you not so much enjoying about that. Right, and the parts that you're not enjoying, like it could be a thought that you keep having. Could be just a noisiness in your brain that's not allowing you to calm down, or a fogginess. Or maybe it's like a little bit of a headache, or maybe it's an itch. You know, who knows? Everybody's experiencing this differently. But maybe accepting the parts that you don't like, kind of like a puppy with a little bit of mud on its feet. You know, something that overall is positive. And there's just a little bit of it that maybe you would change, but it kind of comes with the territory. Puppies are going to have mud on their feet. It's part of what makes them cute. You're going to have to clean that mud up. So accepting the whole thing together. It's being part of what makes you you. Right? And then also not overlooking the parts of this experience that you're enjoying. So like, silly thing, my lips actually feel super comfortable right now. You know, it's a weird thing to say. I don't know how often I've had that thought before, maybe never. My forehead feels comfortable right now. The bottoms of my ears feel pretty good. Enjoying that experience. Easy to overlook. Okay, then follow your attention down into your chest area. So bottom of the throat to the diaphragm, same thing. So you've already gotten into this area, you made a little bit of a snapshot of what that feels like. Now you can notice what parts of this experience are you really enjoying. You know, and you might be experiencing a little bit of like, well, enjoying, you know, none of it. It's just there. Who cares? You know? And that's like a little bit of resistance maybe to the experience. So if that's what you're experiencing, then allow that to be your experience, right? That who cares. Experience that who cares. And is that a feeling that you're enjoying or a feeling that you're tolerating? Either way, taking it with open acceptance and appreciation for this part of you. Or maybe a little bit of a stubborn teenager part of you that's saying, I don't care about any of this, this is dumb. Okay, coming to belly. I haven't eaten yet, so I'm feeling a little bit hungry in my belly, but I have to say I'm actually enjoying most of the experience in my belly. Having very little that I'm not liking about that. And coming into your base now. So hips, pelvis, genitals, legs, feet. What are you liking about the experience in this part of your body? What are you not liking? What do you wish would last forever? What do you wish would just go away? And then accepting both with open arms. Joy and appreciation. And then compassion for yourself if you have difficulty accepting any of those parts. So if you get to a sensation that you just cannot accept, like, no, I'm sorry, no matter how I look at this, this is just frustrating, I want it to go away. Then maybe switch your attention to the part of yourself that can't accept, and allow that to be the focus of your acceptance. Accepting the part of yourself that cannot or will not accept. So whenever you run into a brick wall like that, where it seems like I've gotten here, but I can't move past this point, good strategy is just to step back and broaden your perspective for a second. So that's like when you get stuck in a duality, essentially. Good strategy whenever you get stuck into a duality is to accept both sides of it. Step back, see it from a broader perspective. All right, and it's 7:20, so I'm going to ring the bell to bring us back into our day. And take a second to notice the feeling that you have upon recognizing that meditation is about to end. So do you feel sad about that? Do you feel resistant to moving on through the rest of your day? Or are you feeling relieved? Oh, thank God this is over. And whatever that feeling is right now, fully accepting that feeling. May all others that we encounter be able to fully accept themselves as well today. I'll ring the bell. All right, and thank you all for participating this morning. Oh, this is such an interesting morning. I'm getting a lot of interaction in the comments, a lot of new faces. So I'm really excited. Just on a Tuesday. So good to see everybody here. Good to see you, Jennifer. Good to see you, Sammy, Francine, Megan. Oh, hey, Megan. You're not a new face. I know you. Hey. Michelle, Courtney. Good to see you. Yeah. Definitely okay to forget that we're here, because I'm always coming back, and the meditations are still available after the fact. You know what? That reminds me that I need to share it too. So if there's one good thing that my official Facebook page is good for, it is keeping the videos for later, so you can always check back in on them, which my personal account is not as good at doing. Hey, thank you, Whitney. Good seeing you this morning. But managing all those little weird little things about personal accounts and then like official accounts and blah 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 blah, or pages and all that kind of thing. Which is really too bad because pages are mostly awesome for lots of ways, but then it's like as soon as I went onto my page, like literally nobody saw it. It's like, oh great, you'll have this great page, and then like literally nobody ever see it. So that was the sad part about that. Man, I've been noticing like these, like I don't know how it's going for you guys, but this week meditation is going so fast. I feel like I just sit down and then it's like 20 minutes are up, and today I even went long, which I usually try not to do because people got stuff to do, and got jobs and stuff, so I try and make sure that it's easy for people to be able to skip out right at 7:20. And I went a little bit long today. It's not my usual, so I apologize for that. Oh, and I would like to reminder that the donation button is all the way at the top of the comments. So if you have benefited from this, or you think other people would benefit from it, please donate to help me keep this going. So far, that's been going really good, and I've been really appreciating. Oh, and last week, super appreciate people that donated without me even asking. This really makes that easy for me. So really appreciate it. And then let me know when the donation button wasn't even working. So I feel like most people, it's like you hit a donation button that's not working. You're like, oh, well, I tried, So I really appreciate when people are like, hey, it's not working. I'm trying to donate it and it's not working. So that's like extra effort. Really makes me feel appreciated, and makes me know that you want this here, and it's worth it for me to keep waking up early in the morning and messing around with this microphone that decides to work sometimes and doesn't decide to work other times, and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, hope you all have a good day. I really enjoyed it today. I'll be back again every day this week until the weekend, and then I will see you after the weekend, and so on into eternity. All right, have a great day. Peace.